Well, since when I first started, it was all me. You have to put it all into, and it's all or nothing. It used to be like my last $5, and I would go get fabrics and just do it because I know that somebody that $5 can turn into $100. All right, so it's like you can't take nothing personal. You are in charge of your own. I was just talking about this earlier. You're in charge of your own feelings, right? Don't take it too personal. With every good, there comes bad.
What's up, you guys? It's your girl Bianca B, and welcome to the Bianca B Show, where we talk about business, finances, and friendships. Now, this guest I am super, super excited about. My guy, he is a fashion stylist, a recording artist. He is just overall multi-talented. And he also is like just really dope. Once you meet him, he is like amazing. I kid you not. We've known each other for a couple of years, and I really wanted to sit down and talk to him. His name is Brooklyn. How are you?
Hello, everybody. How you doing? I'm good,
Good. So you look fly per usual,
as always.
as always. So for our viewers who don't know who you are, kind of just tell us a little bit about yourself.
Okay, my name is Brooklyn. I'm born and raised in Brooklyn. I'm a jewelry and accessory design. I'm an accessory and clothing designer. I'm also a recording artist. I started a full business not too long ago, which that's going well as well. And yeah, all around I could do whatever.
Literally, he can. I went to your fashion show and it was just like super crazy. So I want to kind of talk about the business side of things, because you worked with a lot of amazing people from Tajh Mowry to Ellen DeGeneres show and a lot of other people, Project Runway. Like you have an incredible resume platform and just really have been outside and in this industry. So kind of talk to me about some of the business things that you learned with being on the creative side, like really creating the pieces, but then putting on some of your shows.
Okay, so a lot of things I learned. First thing I've learned is to always take constructive criticism. You got to take it very well. You can't take it personal. You have to like, understand not everybody and anybody's gonna like the pieces. I've learned how to cater to people, like make people look beautiful, like see the vibe that they're on and work towards that.
Got it. And how did you start sewing? I know you have an incredible story about your great grandmother. Tell me a little bit about that.
My great grandmother actually she used to sew nightgowns. And one day I was just sitting in front of her and I was like, damn, it's so unique to see her how she just takes she had the old school sewing machines that come out of the desk.
Oh, wow.
It would just pop up. I'm like, where did that just come from? So I sat there one day and she started showing me how to use the machine. And I started off the authentic machines, the old school machines. And then she started showing me how to do the thread counts and how to do de-stitching, all type of different kind of stitches.
Oh, wow. So did you actually go to school at one point for fashion or you learned strictly from her?
I actually, when I went to high school, I went to a school outside of New York, upstate New York, to a trade school, and I went there for regular classes. But then I found out they had like the sewing classes, so I was like, well, maybe I could put this to use. I love sewing. Let me take up some classes, learn how to do some patterns, learn how to do some embroidery. So that's what, yeah.
That's awesome. And so learning the business side of things, you said don't take things personal. You know, in the fashion industry, it could be a very catty, as we can see on shows, like all the shows that we see online and on TV and stuff like that. And if you work behind the scenes, then you know the fashion industry can be very messy and it's all about relationships and building. How have you learned to maneuver through that, especially being a male as well?
All right, so it's like you can't take nothing personal. You are in charge of your own. I was just talking about this earlier. You're in charge of your own feelings, right? Don't take it too personal. With every good, there comes bad, right? So I've learned that because one person feels one way, maybe three of them don't. If three of them feel the same way, one person doesn't. So I've had doors slammed in my face. I've had doors open. You know my journey. You know what I've been through, and I've just been blessed to be here and do my thing. Like I just tell everybody, just don't take it too personal. Your day will come. Hard work is his own reward. Don't let anybody like take your shine. Everybody's worth it in this world. That's not one person's not worth it. I you know me. I work day and night. I work day and night. I don't stop.
Now, going into finances, a lot of your pieces, you invest in yourself. You are someone who, I've seen your work. If you have the chance to ever be in New York, you have to see his fashion shows. Like, they're just so iconic. And a lot of it is your own personal money, right?
Yes.
So
Yes.
kind of explain to people who want to be fashion designers, how much is it you? How much is it your client? And how do you start knowing your worth?
That part right there. Okay, so a lot, well, since when I first started, it was all me. You have to put it all into, and it's all or nothing. It used to be like my last $5, and I would go get fabrics and just do it because I know that somebody, that $5 can turn into $100. That one little piece can turn into $100. That one little piece can turn into $1,000. Like, I don't do this just for the money, but money is good on it, you know. I mean, this is my work. Money's good on it, but yeah, I used to buy. And like I said, like, you know, first comes you, and then comes the client. Your worth, like, I have seen a lot of people who have put their prices like super low just to get that money, but it's like, yo, you just spent $50, right, on this to make this, and now you're just making $7 off this. Does that make sense? $57 something for not. You always want to double your prices. You know, if you spend 50, put 50 on top of that as 100. Boom. Your time is money. Your designs is money. Whatever you put into it, that's what it is.
Got it. And if you're someone who is like multi-talented like you, regarding like knowing how to make not only accessories but clothes as well, and other garments as well, how do you know, like, what do you believe that you should just stick with one particular item and just go full throttle with that? Or do you feel like you should have multiple pieces as a fashion designer?
Well, you see me, I'm a designer in all aspects. Like, I've done weddings, I've done birthdays, I've done music videos, I've done magazines, I've done TV shows, I've done films, I've done it all. So I don't just go for one type of designing. I design for kids, I design for adults, all shapes and sizes. You know this. Like, I'm not. They can't put me in a box.
Mhm.
No, they can't put me in a box. My mother always told me, you're not supposed to be in a pack of rhinestones when you're a diamond.
I know that's right. I know
So
that's right. I love that. And so what do you remember some of the hard times that you had? Because as an entrepreneur, there's so many peaks and valleys. Do you remember that low moment where you were like, I don't think that I could do this any longer? And kind of explain that feeling and how you got out of that.
well, you know, like with every success comes some kind of stress and something like that in some way, or for sure, some way, form, short. You know, um, I I actually was a one time where I designed something for somebody. I don't want to say names, but I designed something for somebody, and it was like a back and forth situation. It was like, yeah, I want a little more of this. Then I put a little bit more. Like, no, 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 let's take a little bit more down. Then I take a little down. It's like, no, I want a little more. And I'm like, so it's kind of like when you get into moments like that, it feels like you're not enough for the person, and you're not giving enough, and then it starts putting doubts in your mind. But then, like I said, I'm in control of my own feelings, so I like brush it off, pick myself up, take a moment, breathe in and out, and then just go what you know best.
Got it. And nowadays a lot of people going into relationship building, a lot of designers are, giving out their merchandise for free to influencers and to people on social media. And sometimes you can see a lot of some people will get the clothes and not post it or things like that, with social media being a huge thing in our generation today. What advice would you give to people who are thinking about, kind of marketing themselves through the social media route where they're putting stuff on influencers?
Yeah.
Do you suggest that or you don't?
Yes and no, if I may say both. It's a good thing and a bad thing, right? So you first got to do your homework. You have to find out if this person is really worth you giving clothes to or product to, and that's going to be something good for you. Because you won't see me give somebody um product, right, if it's not suitable for what I'm doing.
Got it.
and I can't benefit from that. I've had people who tell me, I'm gonna send you 50,000 followers if I wear this, and then I might get one follower. So I have to make sure that the person that they like, that their followers like my fashion, that their followers are into fashion, that their followers will wear something that I'm gonna design, that they're gonna wear. Because I could send it to anybody, they could wear it, yes, they could post it, yes, they could tag me, yes, but what's the outcome of it?
Got it. So always ask yourself, what's the outcome of this? And so let's just say that someone is a beginner and they're just learning and really love fashion and really want to be a designer. What are 3 key steps that you would give to those people who are listening?
You have to be in it to win it, number one. That's the main thing. Like if that's your passion to be a fashion designer, you have to be in it. You can't just say, wake up one day and say, I'm a fashion designer. A lot of people mess up when they say fashion designer. And as a fashion designer, because I'm a fashion designer, I cut and sew. I don't buy merchandise and put my name on it. That's not a designer. I've seen a lot. I'm sorry, no shade, but that's not a designer. Designers cut and sew. We do patterns. We spend hours under the machine. There are people out there who, and like I said, there's no shade. It's just that there's different kinds, but I'm a real designer. Like all this behind me is cut and sew by me. You know, so I let my advice is, if you're gonna be in it and do it the right way, not the wrong way.
Yeah.
2 other steps. It's always good to if you haven't gotten classes, because there are people who know how to use the machine, yes, but also it's also good to take a class or 2 because there's always new things coming out. Learn the machines, learn the new things that are coming out. Because like I said, half the stuff I've learned before, it was good for before. Now it's different.
Right.
The last thing I'll tell you is look for the best way to design your designs. Meaning, like before we used to sketch, and then they had the sketch pad. Now we do 3D online, like where I can do a 3D version of what I want, and it'll show me 360 3D. So look for the best thing that's best suits you, because there's a bunch of them out there, but you have to be comfortable with the best program that works for you.
Got it. Awesome. That's great advice. And so let's go into your artistry. You are an artist and you have your single just came out. How are you? How's it going? How do you feel?
Okay, so summertime. We actually gonna I have an event tomorrow night that I'm gonna be performing at, and it's gonna be premiered there, put out on Friday.
Got it.
So it was a dope journey. We started filming last year, the beginning of the summer last year, and I was like, what best way to film last year and drop it right before the summer of this year? Because it's summertime, you know. So yeah, it was dope. It was a dope journey. I'm happy. I got the video like yesterday, and I don't know if you saw that I posted a little clip of it. I was like, yeah. So I'm super happy, super stoked. I am excited. I am all of the above. I'm on cloud 9.
Yeah. And your shows, I love that you performed. I was able to attend your show and like, oh my God, it was amazing. It was just culturally good. Like the Hispanic culture was outside. Like,
well, you was dancing.
Yes, it was it was like such a good community from your fashion, your models, from the designs. Like you're really, really multi-talented. And going into ending this off, so your video just came out, because when we put this out, it already be out. So your video just came out, super dope. What can people expect from your music?
Okay, so there's a lot going on. Some bullet points real quick. So I have a lot of shows coming up that will be posting. There will be postings about them. I also am working on a project right now. It's gonna be called Made in Brooklyn, where drama meets fashion. So I'm doing like a little pilot. So I just got all my footage today. So I'm gonna start editing all that to put that out to show my journey in fashion and music. Me in the studio, me going to go get materials, me meeting with clients, me working on photo shoots. Everything I've done is gonna be all put together, so that way people can actually see the journey, because they never see the actual work. They always see the lights, cameras, action after. They don't see the things that I do to get to where I need to be at. They think, oh, Brooklyn is just sitting there good. No, I put in the work. I don't sleep for a reason.
Yeah. And what can people expect from the fashion side of things?
Well, I'm actually just got booked for Times Square Fashion Week in September.
Okay, congrats.
You already know I'm sending you tickets.
Yes, now I can make it for sure, because that's
Definitely.
advanced, because you know me, I be all over the place.
Oh yes. So we got Times Square Fashion Week. I'm also putting together a summertime beach fashion show.
Oh, nice.
So right. Swimwear, everything is gonna be bright colors. You know me with my bright colors and my boldness of stuff. So yeah, I'm putting together a beach fashion show. I had a bunch of photo shoots coming up too, magazines. Can't say the names, but some magazine shoots are coming out soon. So yeah.
It's Brooklyn season, okay? And let's just talk about you being snatched too. Like, you look good, you look amazing. I'm so proud of you.
Thank you. This journey has been amazing. This is a weight loss journey. I started at 600 pounds. I lost 355 pounds in a year and a half.
Amazing.
And still going down. And then by August, I should be all done by August.
Okay.
By August, I should be all done. So,
yes.
But I've been blessed to with everybody, with the love of my family and friends and you know, always showing me support. I stay focused. I stay focused on it. I stay focused, and I'm going to strive all the time.
That's amazing. And so where can people follow you? Where can people buy your clothing? If people want custom designs, how can they reach you?
All right. All major platforms is literally as easy as Isla Jewels by Brooklyn. That's ISLAJEWELS by Brooklyn. You can also go to Google, because I am Googleable. The first 6 pages is all me. So it'll show you all my social medias, my email, how you can find me, websites and everything. I'm there.
That's amazing. Make sure you guys follow us on Instagram at Bianca B Show. Also follow me at It's Bianca B. It's your girl Bianca B. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Bye, guys.